Hold on.
What the fuck did you do? Did you go outside today for the eclipse?
Yeah.
Did you buy the glasses or no?
I didn't buy them shits, no.
Yeah, so
I got them.
Huh?
I had them, but I didn't buy them.
We had them. So we just gave it to you.
Yeah, I just got them.
You know what's funny? So my sister was looking everywhere. She looked at Walmart, just everywhere pretty much. Even though my mom told her 1,000 times to go find it before. Didn't listen. Last minute.
I had an extra pair. You should have said something.
What the fuck?
You didn't say
You should have said
anything.
something.
You literally said that when I texted you earlier to get on. You were like, I'm outside watching it, so I just assumed you had.
Well, at that time I had it, but
What the
much,
hell happened then?
Huh?
What happened then?
Pretty much
had them and didn't have them?
No, we didn't have them, but pretty much we had to. I've been forced upon death upon me to go to the zoo. Because in the zoo, there's an event. If you get the tickets, you go in. They give you free glasses or whatever. My mom and sister went in, looked around a little bit.
They didn't get the glasses?
They got the glasses.
I was gonna say.
Fucking got out of there like it's fucking a bank heist or something. It was hilarious.
So what happened then?
Pretty much we got them. We pretty much, after that, we went straight to Chipotle. Which, speaking of Chipotle, which do you think Moe's or Chipotle's better?
Moe's.
Why?
Well, in personal opinions, I feel like Chipotle's meat is dry as shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has more. Well, I was just eating it, and I noticed that like the steak had a lot of fat in it. It wasn't
like Moe's is a Mexican grill type of place. So it's like, I guess it's supposed to be like that. Not dry, but like more grilled type. You know how food comes off. If it's not like juicy, it's gonna be a little bit dry. But you can get that queso dip. You ever had that queso dip with the Moe's?
No.
Yeah.
What I had was like the regular. I had like lettuce, tomato. You know, the basic ass burrito you can think of. With I think it was either chicken or steak.
If you don't get a burrito, get one of those salads for like $10. They're so good.
My question with that is the salad good? Because I know it. Let's say, for example, you go to Wendy's, right? And in Wendy's, I would get a salad. Like before, I would get a salad, and in the salad was rotten. The guacamole was rotten. Pretty much everything you could think of in that salad was disgusting. So that's why I never really trust like restaurant salads, because that shit is not. It's either stale or rotten. It's never like fresh.
Is crazy. Fast food salad. That's what it is. Fast food salad.
but what I'm saying is their salad is fresh, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's like Chipotle.
Okay.
Like how they make it, but they give you a lot more. And it just seemed like I don't know how to explain it. It was the portion was definitely bigger, but I feel like it was more fresh, I guess. Plus, you can customize it a little. Well, you can customize it at Chipotle too, but you just gotta try it. You know.
No, I tried it.
You tried the salad?
Not the salad, but I tried it with. They had salad in the burrito, and it was pretty good.
Salad in the burrito.
I mean, you try salad in Taco Bell, and you're like, "Oh, this is a piece of shit."
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you. I think from trying one time Moe's, many times Chipotle, I think Moe's is pretty better. I gotta try a little bit more on Moe's because I can't just say one time and then.
You know what you gotta do. You know those little drink machines they have where you can pick the specific one.
What do you mean?
Like the Pepsi machines, the big Pepsi machines in the Chipotle and Moe's.
Yeah.
I think Moe's has one. You gotta get the orange vanilla high C.
Oh, like you combine all the drinks and stuff?
No, it just has it. It just has a flavor of orange vanilla high C.
Oh, like it's like a pre-mix.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You gotta try that shit. It's so fucking
good. This shit sounds like diarrhea.
What the fuck? No.
Vanilla icy.
If you get diarrhea, it's gonna be from the Moe's.
Probably. I mean, you get anything bean related, that shit's diarrhea. You'll get the Hershey Squirt, that's for sure.
Refried beans.
Well, no, yeah, I think for me at least so far, I think Moe's is pretty good. If I had to rate it, I'd probably rate it a 7.9.
It's alright. Yeah, that's fair. I give it a 7 probably.
Chipotle, I give like a 6 point, maybe a 6.6.
Ever since that E. coli shit.
It's.
I don't care if it's like paranoid or shit, but I feel like if you're a fast food or a restaurant, and that's a concern you get or a problem that comes up, that's kind of like a stain on the whole business.
My question is like, do you think it's like the whole entire chain that has E. coli, or do you think it's like the specific restaurants you go into that don't give a shit, don't pay attention to like, cleanliness, they don't give a fuck about it?
That's a good question since it's been so long. You know what I mean? When did that happen? Like 2017? Was it 2017?
God damn, really?
I think so. I think it happened in like 2017, 2018. If I'm wrong, correct me, but still, I don't know. What you wanna know what's funny? What is it? E. coli?
Coca-Cola?
E. coli. Yeah. Coca-Cola.
It's like an infection in the stomach that makes you poop a lot.
Okay, so I'm cool.
That's pretty much what I think. It's just like an infection that instead of like shitting it out, you're gonna be shitting it for a long time out.
Isn't that crazy? You just see something on the news and then you just go with it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like no one really digs deep. Like if you dig deep, maybe it's not your local Chipotle. Maybe they're clean about everything. They're very strict about this, that, and the other. It could just be like they don't, because think about it. The people who work in Chipotle are young kids.
Yeah, I know a kid that I go to the gym with.
That's
younger. Well, not teenage years. He just turned 20. But yeah, he worked there before recently until he switched over to his new job. But I feel like that's a lot of fast food places these days. They have like McDonald's.
Well, the thing is with McDonald's and fast foods like that, it doesn't really matter because the food they just gotta cook it up, heat it up, pretty much. Literally throw it in the fucking microwave, heat it up, boom, you're ready. Whereas like places like Moe's or Chipotle, you're dealing with like raw chicken.
You can see them cooking in the back right there.
Like fresh products, and when fresh products gets involved, you gotta be very you gotta contaminate everything.
Decontaminate. Contaminate everything.
Contain.
You have to decontaminate everything.
Contain the container.
Bro was trying to get a fucking D grade, a F grade on this restaurant. Yeah, you got a little something right here.
What do you got over here?
See, that's why I don't like beards, bro. You got a little lint in your beard.
You know what? I just woke up, right?
Just trying to help you out, but fuck, bro, beards are too itchy. But
one thing about beards, I don't like it is it's annoying. It's a pain in the ass to maintain, and it covers let's say if you have a nice jawline, it covers it. So that's why when I get a haircut, I try to get a number 1 on the beard, so that there's a bit of a shadow. You know what I mean? It looks cool. It looks good. I at least get at least 2 numbers from the ladies. Maybe the area code from the ladies. But where the fuck were we talking? Oh, the eclipse.
Yeah, cool.
Anyways, probably what a tangent. But
how do we get? Yeah, that was a tangent. The eclipse, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much, yeah. We did a little bank heist in the zoo. Grabbed that shit.
I just remembered we were talking about the eclipse. Yeah, go on. My bad.
Yeah. So we did a bank heist, dipped, went to Chipotle. We're sitting in the parking lot waiting and all that stuff, and then we started looking at the sun. My mom goes, "Wait a minute! I thought you can't look at it while it's happening." And I'm like, "What the fuck you mean?" Like,
Jesus.
She goes, "My eyes are hurting." I'm like, "Oh, congratulations! Guess you're falling for disability."
It happens. Well, accidentally, I had the glasses on. But when I would take them off to check my phone, I for 1 second I'd be like, oh shit, never mind, I forgot.
But here's the thing, right? I think it's not, the reason why they make it seem bad is because they know there's going to be a lot of stupid people who are just going to start looking up.
Just staring at it, yeah.
Where it's on a regular day, I'll look at it, and I'll be fine. Or sometimes when you wake up in the morning, people recommend you look at it quickly and So that way your brain's like, all right, wake the fuck up.
Talking about the sun in general?
Yeah, like you look at the sun directly and then just look away. So you can get your brain can be like, all right, wake up. It's wake up time.
Yeah,
But,
it's good for you, vitamin D, bro.
Exactly. But yeah, anyway, so we were sitting in the parking lot. We look up and that shit looks pretty fucking cool. It's weird because the moon is just covering the sun.
Yeah.
And there's a funny thing though, because I saw a meme. Actually, no, let me back up a little bit. On our way there to the Chipotle, we passed, you know, the I think it's a Masonic. You know, like right when we go into the mall, that old people place.
Right before you go to the mall?
Yeah, is that Masonic? It's not Masonic.
No.
It's like right when you go to the mall. There's like a what's it called?
Old folks home?
Yeah, old folk people home. You know what I'm talking about? It's like right when you go straight. There's a pizza place to the left.
Where are you coming off of?
I don't know roads, my man. I don't know roads.
Go on though.
But anyway, so I was walking. Not walking. I was. My sister was driving past that, and we look over. There was a bunch of old people outside in seats.
Oh gosh.
And then I just kid you not, I saw 3 people, old
just
people, staring at the sun with no glass.
You said I got shit to lose, pal.
Bro,
Let's do this.
And then I was like, okay. I was like, all right, maybe that's the worst thing I thought. Nope, I was wrong. There was one old person. God, Lord, he was in a wheelchair. And he had a whole entire, what are they called? The gurneys? The little doctor, the thing that you wear? The little thing where if you go into the doctors and you have to change into that.
Oh, yeah, the gown. The
gowns.
The gowns.
There was a guy who was very, very, very.
Straight up in the gown.
Very plus size.
Oh.
On the wheelchair. Prop the fuck up. He's like exactly like that. It's like he had nothing under there, but my man was ready to fucking either claim a disability check or, look at the eclipse. But it's funny because I saw memes, right, Nick, where it showed motherfuckers from 1950s waited all this time just to see clouds, which is true. Literally all I saw was clouds. It was like most of it was cloud, but some of it was like, all right, you could see it.
Yeah, with the glasses on, you could, like, it would give off the illusion. Me and my mom were talking about watching it. Give off the illusion that the eclipse was moving back and forth because at first it would like cover a lot of it. It seemed like because of the clouds, and then when they passed, but it's like you said, most of the time it was covered up, so it was kind of like anticlimactic. People were having fucking eclipse parties and shit though. I'm like,
eclipse party?
Okay. Hey, if you want to celebrate, by all means, go celebrate.
But it was crazy though because it was cool. And it turned nighttime and all that stuff. I was like, oh shit. The birds
didn't get as dark as I thought it would.
No, yeah, because if you go to Buffalo, it gets worse. But the birds were going fucking crazy.
Really?
Did you hear that?
No.
We were at a parking lot. All you hear is the birds screaming.
Where did you watch the eclipse, bro?
It was right in the Walmart Plaza, the Walmart Chipotle, that area. You know what I'm saying? The parking lot.
No, in New Hartford.
Yeah.
Bro was watching the eclipse.
In my head, I'm thinking,
what the fuck?
But hold on, I'm gonna lead to that. In my head, I was thinking these birds like, who the fuck turned the light off? What the fuck is going on?
Imagine.
They're just screaming, dude. They're like,
fucking running into shit. Freaking the fuck out.
But the funny thing you say that we were like, where the fuck were we in the parking lot? Everybody in the parking lot, Nick, I kid you not.
Just staring up.
They were parked, not normal. They were parked everywhere. They didn't give a fuck. On the street, on curbs, everywhere behind us. They took 5 parking spots. They fucking, just to look up, the workers weren't even working. They were outside.
Did you see reactions of people? Like, were they like, ah?
No, I felt most of them were just like, or just saying things.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, bro, people were not even working. We ordered smoothies. That shit took us like 30 minutes to get because they were all, literally, we were looking at them. They were all outside chilling.
Such a strange story,
bro. They were just like, this is not an opportunity.
All over the place. They started from the zoo. Then got to Chipotle. Then to Walmart. And then ordered smoothies in the parking lot of Walmart and watched the eclipse. This is a fucking strange story, bro.
Fucking man.
Interesting, I'll say that.
But yeah, dude. I mean, certainly an interesting story. Holy shit! I mean, how many blind people do you think we're gonna have? That's a good question.
It's just like, I don't know. Do you think it's as severe as they say it would be to like telling you not to look into it? Do you think you really get damaged that badly, like looking into it?
I think you'll start like seeing spots and stuff. But the reason why I asked that is because I saw a meme where it's like, what had society come to? Because the top search was, why does my eye hurt after the eclipse? On Google, I kid you not. Look, if you look it up,
really?
that is the top search.
Some of it's a percentage of it's probably just trolls and shit.
Yeah, just like, you know. And then I saw like memes where it's like Jason Derulo was looking at the sun the whole time. Everybody had glasses on. People were like, no, Jason, don't do it. I was like, what the fuck? So that's why I asked, like, how many blind actually people do you think we're gonna have? I'd say maybe in the whole United States, probably like 30,000.
Hoaxes. I feel like we're gonna see like you said, like disability shit. But it's
kids.
I don't know. Well, how can you really claim disability on that?
Just act like you're fucking blind walking and shit.
That's your fault. I mean, like, that's on you, bro. Like,
just walking.
You know how many warnings people got not to look into the fucking sun? And you're just staring at it like, nah, nice. Because you can't see shit. If you look up into it,
it's just you can see the sun.
It just looks like the sun because it's so fucking bright that it just, of course, is gonna illuminate past the moon.
But there is a time where you can look at it, where it's like it's fully
ending, right?
No, where it's like fully covered. Then you could look at it because it's not gonna like hurt your eyes. But then once it's like eclipsing, meaning like moving around, you cannot look at it because it will blind. You never know when it's gonna go away or something like that. How fucked up would it be if, like, an alternate universe, let's say we had a Goku in the eclipse, people were looking at Goku, everybody was looking at the sun, right? It was fully eclipsed. And motherfucker just pushed that shit away, started blinding you.
Fucked up.
Started blinding you.
Goku would never do that.
Maybe what's his name? Black Goku?
Omni-Man. Yeah, Black Goku.
Black Goku would definitely do that shit. But, yeah, man, the eclipse is a very interesting event for people. People just go crazy over.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's very overhyped. Where it is cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be like a hater or anything, but it's like, you know what I mean. Just like we were talking about last time on Facebook, where people will go, especially if it's something in their local city or town. It's like being in a small town and something happens and everybody's talking about it. You know what I mean?
The crazy shit too is, believe it or not, apparently if you try to go to an Airbnb, like upstate New York, like higher up, you will not be able to find one because everybody took it because they were looking at the eclipse, like around those places. Oh man, these people made mad fucking money.
I hope it was worth it, at least for whoever did it.
I mean, I heard, like I said, Buffalo, it was supposed to be pitch black.
Yeah, because that's what I mean too. It's like, if you really want to see it, you have to go to somewhere where it's more like
less clouds, more effect on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe, I don't know, because Muhammad, I seen on his story, he posted it, and it looked a lot darker from where he was over by the car wash near the mall. But I don't know. It's a good question.
Maybe he had his settings off.
How far are you? Probably. Imagine.
But yeah, man, that's a lot of craziness. Which, have you ever seen that acorn story about the acorn cup?
Yeah, I didn't look into it.
But speaking of craziness, while we're on the topic. So check this out, right? There was a cop who detains a gentleman. I think it was because of like a warrant or something regular, right? It wasn't anything too crazy. Put him in the back of the car and everything. And while he was, he had his body cam on and everything. While he was like, I don't know what he was doing, right? Out of nowhere, he hears an acorn hit the car. It goes pop. He thinks it's the guy in the car has a gun. Right? So this man screams, he has a gun, rolls 5 fucking times, shoots the car.
It rolls?
Yeah, he does a fucking barrel roll 5 fucking times.
He jumped out the car?
No, he was outside of the car, right?
Oh.
So imagine that, like your car, right? He was outside the passenger car. He hears an acorn. He literally does 5 barrel rolls to get a distance from the car. After he does his 5 barrel rolls, he starts shooting at it. He has a gun. Starts shooting at the car with the guy in it.
He's the one who put the motherfucker in the car. You didn't search him,
right? He starts shooting the fuck out of the car, and he claims he got hit. I got hit. I'm like, how? So he rolls over again. The other cop shoots because she thinks that he's actually serious, that the guy has a gun in there. And they just start unleashing hell in the car. Luckily, the guy in the car, he's safe. He didn't get hurt.
I would have sued the shit out of them.
They got sued and they got fired.
I was going to say, yeah, I would have sued the shit out of them.
Bro, how crazy do you have to be to hear an acorn and be like, oh, that's shots fired, shots fired.
And not only that, but, like, that's your fucking job. Like, you didn't search him when you were reading all his rights and shit. Like,
first of all, you're supposed to search his ass, see if he has any weapons or stuff, and all that, and then put him in the fucking truck.
That is
and he had handcuffs.
Biggest motion of dismissal I bet ever happened, bro.
He had handcuffs. What the fuck? Where did he get his gun? Like, I don't know. But dude, that's some crazy ass fucking shit, dude.
I don't know. I feel like you're supposed to, as a cop, I get it's stressful. It's probably really fucking stressful, but that's what you go through all that training for. How do you get past that? I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how on edge were you that day, or how bad did you want to do some action?
Maybe
that day.
You know what goes through my head? It's probably on crack or some shit.
You think so?
Yeah, because I know, like, behind the scenes there's a lot of, like, just as much as there is, like, good cops, there's bad cops. So they probably do a lot of off the record shit, some bad business.
Yeah, true.
So like, probably, like, on some type of drug, but if not,
yeah,
it's like a veteran or some shit.
No, he's more like, he just probably like a couple of years in there, but it begs the questions like, what is their, like, process getting people
protocols and stuff, and the process of because they go to academy for weeks.
No, what they should do is like, I'm talking SEAL team training.
I don't know though, because not saying that they just, I don't know how it works. I'm not trying to say they just let anybody in there, but I've seen a lot of people we went to school with and graduate become cops. So it's just like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to insult it. Like, it's just like, you get it. You get to be a cop. You get to be a cop. But it's just like,
shit, they got Oprah Winfrey.
I'm just thinking, like, damn, maybe I'll become a cop or some shit. But
no, yeah,
that's the
like,
thing.
How easy is it?
I'm not trying to downplay it, but at the same time, yes, that's exactly what you said. Like, how difficult is it? Because if you're I've seen a lot of people become cops, whether I know them or not, and just stories like this, to where it's just like, it's just crazy to me, like.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. But like I said, I feel like they should do SEAL team type of training where it's like they will mentally break you and see what you are capable of. Or
that's fucked up. Imagine you don't become a cop and they just break your mental health, and you're just fucking cuckoo bananas.
Well, no, because it's like, are you sure you want to do it? You're aware of it and all that stuff. But the thing is about that type of training is it makes you, it like mentally breaks you to see how, at the end of the day, like, how mentally strong are you? Are you capable of this? Are you capable of, being aware of the situation even though you're physically, out of it? Type of deal. Stuff like that where it's like, you can't go in there just to collect the check, right? You got to go in there, get hell, and then,
I feel like it's definitely more understandable letting people in when it's like, we know I won't say any names, but we went to school with a kid that we graduated with, and he went to the Army first. I'm not sure what
was just the Army or
path he went into. Yeah, you know what I mean. If he became a Marine or was just straight or in the Army or whatever it is, but he was in there before even becoming a cop, and I feel like that's almost like, it's definitely experience on your resume for that type of shit. Because it's like, you go through a lot of hard-ass training, probably.
Yeah, you go to hard training. They push you to go fucking hard-ass places.
Physically, and that has to do with your mental.
Your discipline and, get top shape, where it's like, you can't talk back. You got to stand up, get your shit neat and all that stuff.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, they must, I don't think they just I'm pretty sure they don't just let people into the.
Oh no, yeah, like I don't think
like
come on.
It makes you question that one person, you know.
But no, yeah, true. It's like how easy is it? Is the question.
Yeah.
Like, or do they have like a cheat sheet of like how to answer the questions properly, and all that stuff?
Or is it like a thing to where it's like you just meet the requirements? You meet the requirements. It's like, how do I word it? That's why I don't want to like fucking be disrespectful anyway. Because it's like I'm trying to watch what I say because I know there's a lot of people who work their ass off for it and put in the work and they are good cops. But then it's just like, is it that thing where it's just like, imagine you're taking a test and it's just like you just passed it. You know what I mean? You just passed it. You just met the requirements for it. Like, there's got to be some people like that. I feel like. I don't know, man.
But anyways, off the topic of the cop situation, we were asking around like the people's opinion on our podcast and stuff, and what do they think and how we should approach it and all that stuff. And you're right. You brought up this thing where my sister said that being yourself on the podcast, and all that stuff. But my question is, for me, what levels of being myself should I be? Because I feel like I at one point I could say some outlandish shit. Or at one point I could be funny, or at one point I could not be funny. Just, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's just meeting the threshold of being canceled. You know, like you could. Have you ever seen podcasts where it's like you could tell they're being themselves unfiltered to a certain extent, to where it's just like they say some pretty crazy shit or some funny shit.
Yeah.
But it's at the same time, it's just like being canceled is a fucking illusion to some extent.
True.
Like, unfortunately, it isn't an illusion because people... Well, no. The people who fucking go out there and say some crazy shit on camera, like some racist or
yeah, you can get...
in that area, it's like, if you lost your job because of that, whatever it is, yeah, that's kind of on you. Like, I don't think anybody wants the company or whatever it is represented by you, for sure. But at the same time, when it's not, and it's just whatever else, this whole canceling thing is whack.
No, that's true.
It's just stupid.
Because, even if you say an opinion that somebody doesn't agree with, as long as you're respectful about it, you should be able to say it.
And I'm not even going to, like, I feel like people go straight to this society and generation is soft. You can't put the whole society and base it under one fucking word, like, because there's other topics, they say, like, mental health or whatever. Mental health is a serious thing. It's a real thing. Like, people push that off for so long that it's like, oh, you guys are soft. Like, yeah, people do drag it. They blow it out of proportion, certain things, because look at the stories that you get. Some people are crazy as shit. Like, the person who got sexually assaulted in virtual reality.
What the fuck?
Take the fucking headset off. You see what I mean? So it's just like, when you say shit like that, that's why people who just fucking bunch everything together are like, yeah, this is soft, but it's like, no, there are serious problems to go with that. But at the same time, just as much, it's like the whole canceling thing is just stupid because it is kind of soft in a way. Like, you can't have any type of opinion
or conversation.
Yeah,
just to put it that way.
Straight to, oh, this person said this. Like, fuck off,
right? But I think it's a good thing that there's people out there who are just, even though they're a little crazy, they're saying what they want to say just so they can be like, hey, listen, you can still say, be yourself. Say your opinion, but you just got to be respectful about it.
I feel like people just do shit like that to get viral, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's another question, too. It's like, do they do it to get viral? Do they, like, all that stuff?
Because I want to even say, like, certain situations, it is like this, but, is it worth it? Because, honestly, sometimes it is. Because look at how many people have gone viral and started careers off of that, or side hustles that have blown up. Like, think of Bad Baby. Like, whatever the fuck her actual name is. That, and just other shit that pertains to that type of, like...
Besides all that, being yourself and speaking your mind and everything, let me ask you a question, though. Asian females, man. What are your thoughts?
They're cool. No, that's all I say.
The best you got?
I mean, no. It's because you can't just say Asian. Like this,
True.
it's like speaking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Or like Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
That's a fucking language. You know what I mean?
True. Because you got like people from India. You got people from like Russia who are Asian. Yeah. That's like the whole continent is Asian. But but like people who are like from like the Philippines, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, all that. What do you think of those types of females? I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason lately, I think I want me an Asian man. I'm just saying. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it in front of the camera.
What is it?
If you're an Asian hottie, just call me. Hit me up in the DMs. Feel free. But that's just me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the lunar eclipse.
Bro said the lunar eclipse.
Whatever the fuck. Because before it used to be the like. I would like Italian females. More white females and all that stuff. But then, like, for some reason, Asian females just hit my radar hard. Like, Well, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Hey, man, I just realized what I said.
Bro, I don't... Is it like a criteria basis?
Well, no, like... Think of like if I had to give it a number, like a 6 rating and up.
It's hard because you know me personally, especially it's like my big thing is Hispanic women. Like,
what hand do you wipe your ass with?
What the fuck?
You said I know you. I gotta know you know. I just don't know that.
Do you know what the crazy part is? I was about to really answer a fucking question. I thought about it like. But when it comes, that's not the fucking question you're asking me about Hispanic women. So it's just like, let me answer your question. Yeah, I give them like, I can't base the whole fucking thing off one number. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know about Filipino women. I don't know if that's my cup of tea. But Asian women, they're up there. I don't really do white girls.
Why not? That's a good. If you care to share,
it's not my thing. You know when it's not something specific, but you're just not feeling it. It's like that. It's like I'm cool. I'm good.
I know what you mean.
Because I'm part white, but it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm all right. See, I feel like it goes white women
last.
Let me not do this. Let me not do this. Let me not do this. Light women at the bottom. That's crazy to start off with, and then let's just not do that. But Asian women, I feel like let me stop beating around the fucking bush. They're cool. I like them. I find them attractive. There's not really much to it. It's like I feel like you're better at explaining this because, especially you little phase you're going through or whatever it is. I don't know if it's here to stay or not. Not that it's a bad thing. I feel like you seem pretty excited about it. So what's your thoughts on them?
I mean, where do I start? I don't know. It's just I just don't know. It's like you ever gotten like, for example, we went on a 6.6 mile run, by the way, and you know how that cold just came out of nowhere. That cold ass breeze. It's kind of one of those situations.
What the fuck does that mean?
I call it the Asian effect. Anyways, but speaking of 6.6 mile run, Nick, we went on a 6.6 mile run. We haven't ran in a while, and I'm actually surprised that we didn't stop. I'm actually surprised at myself that I didn't stop.
It was rough.
Because dude, like we started from parking lot. We kept, we were doing this thing where it's like a 3-to-3. I don't know. I'm making it up. where we would jog for 3 minutes and walk for 3 minutes.
It's probably like you pussies.
No, I mean, yeah, starting off, I mean, you got to start somewhere. You can't just start sprinting, right?
We did at the end. That shit gassed me out.
But, no, yeah, that was pretty dope because, like, we didn't stop. We kept moving. We didn't even just, like, sit there like, oh, hold on, give me a minute. Let me talk about. No, we just kept going for, like, 6.6 miles. We were supposed to hit a destination, but then we went past that. Then we touched that destination. Then we went back. And then towards the end, we started sprinting.
How do you feel physically after that?
Dude, I'm fucking... First of all, let me explain to you my after effects of running 6.6 miles. As soon as I got here, I just didn't want to do anything. I was lazy. I didn't even want to shower. I was like, fuck it. Then after all, I just said, fuck it, let me shower. I felt sore. Like, my hips felt sore. Like, my side, what are they called? Booty cheeks felt sore. My shins felt weird. My legs surprisingly didn't hurt. Maybe it was because of the shoes, but for me, it didn't hurt.
My more my left knee than both of them, but my knee and my lower back felt like,
oh yeah,
they need to be iced.
Yeah, my shoulders felt weird. My back felt weird. I don't know if it was like while we were jogging, like we kept pushing the weight towards a weird position to where it made it hurt.
I think my left knee just needs to be strengthened more. I get like pain in it sometimes, but
You think so?
Yeah, I was more tired than anything. Like today, it caught up with me.
Today
I was definitely like, when you're like tired, but you could just sit there awake, but you're just like,
you don't want to do anything. You just want to sit there.
But today it kicked my ass. Like I just did. Like right before you called me to talk about the podcast earlier on Discord, I saw it and I was like, I was already taking a nap. I was like, I woke up. I'm like, another 10 minutes. And then I called you back like 20, 30 minutes later. Yeah. And then you heard me. I was just like, bro.
Yeah, for me, the after effects, like my muscles were sore, my shoulder. Why? I don't know why my shoulder. Maybe it was because I hit the gym or something.
It's probably just the motion.
Yeah, it was just.
But
that shit was sore. Like
I was tired and hungry as shit today.
Yeah, like I'm still hungry. I still can go to eat more fucking food. But I don't know, dude. It was a good run because I feel like in a weird way cleansed. I could
really see like not a significant difference, but a difference in my physique, even from like working out, of course, every day, damn near. But just that run, it felt like it's gonna have an effect. I don't know. I'm bloated as shit now because I've been eating like all day, just a bunch of like protein and like just shit overall.
No, yeah, I don't know why. Just running, it just feels great. Right when it feels like you're about to pass out, like you said, the runner's high. Right when you feel like you're about to pass out, and you just feel like aware and it feels good, you just keep moving, bro. That shit felt pretty good.
It's probably just like a fucking adrenaline or some shit.
You think so?
Yeah, because I feel like a runner's high, like you said, it makes you feel like you want to keep going after you hit a certain point. It's like, fuck it, right? I'm already going now. I might as well. Like, that's the kind of like energy it gives off it. So, where else would it come from? You know what I mean? I feel like adrenaline has to be the cause of it.
And also my breathing too.
Going off and shit.
I feel like I spat a lot of phlegm that was in my lungs. It just spat it out, and my breathing feels better.
When you're running and shit, it's always in doing like movement and cardio like that. I heard a while back, it's like it's good to get all that saliva out because there's something in the saliva that your body like.
Was it lactic acid?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, definitely lactic acid that makes you much more sore the next day, and shit like that. And you can just feel it, like, especially if you're running in cold weather, your saliva just like, not to be gross, it thickens up. It makes it harder to breathe. You feel it like just on your tongue. It's a terrible feeling, but I feel like my breathing was good, but after a certain while of running and stopping and running, it's just like my heart felt like it was gonna fucking implode. Like I couldn't catch like a true deep breath. I was like breathing normally. It sounds stupid because it's like very contradictory, but I felt like my breathing was controlled, but I couldn't get like a full fucking breath.
No, yeah, me neither.
Boom, 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 boom.
It felt like if I would have, for me, it was like if I were to breathe, it
Felt like it was like closing.
It was
your
just
chest
hard
in,
to like, breathe. But then when I stopped and then I started breathing, it felt like I could breathe even deeper.
Yeah, see, it wasn't like that for me until like halfway back on the run back is when I finally started to be like become accustomed to it and I could take some deep breaths. But that shit was rough.
And when we finished too, we finished it up with like a sprint.
Yeah,
I don't know why, or that was weird because it's like I don't know, I have energy for that, and it didn't feel like it hurt or I was like cramping up or anything.
I feel like we were pacing ourselves pretty good.
No, yeah, I think that's the way you're supposed to jog along, for like however long you can.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if we jogged the whole entire time,
oh, we'd be dead.
I would be cramped up, just fucked up. Because you think 3 minutes is like, oh, it shouldn't be too bad, but no, bro.
No, yeah, 3 minutes running, that shit is a pain.
Because we were still like briskly walking when we were walking, but it was tough. It was good though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I'm gonna try it out.
Wow.
Next time I come back, we're gonna do that again. Maybe like
cold as fuck.
Maybe a 10-mile run. Bring your Apple Watch.
It's a 10-mile run. You go fuck yourself, please. 6 is cool. 10, we should, or just run on like the Proctor Park, the other part where you walk it.
You mean
just run there,
like around the circle?
Because they have downhill. You could like run into different areas too.
The thing that I don't like about running in those is that it's mentally, it's like, okay, I'm seeing the same shit. I want to give up. No, I'm serious. Whereas, like, if I'm running and I'm seeing different scenery, it feels like there's a goal that I gotta reach. Like, it's right over there. I can see it.
There's a bunch of girls.
Huh?
Pick a nice day when there's a bunch of girls and
just run around the same circle right after them.
Yeah. The fuck is this guy chasing?
But speaking of creeps and all that stuff, sketch. Don't mind that.
Creep? Why are you calling Sketch a creep?
No, he's not a creep, but it's like
he's funny as hell.
That dude is like, it's a weird type of funny. It's like you don't expect it type of funny. It's like it's a great. It's like he uses like I don't know. How do you explain?
It's like an innocent character that says outlandish shit. That
you
wouldn't expect him to say, like you said. It's like Zach Wilson. This is a regular mukbang for Zach Wilson. Bro, be like, piece of shit. Sorry for cussing. What the fuck?
The funny thing is, I swear to you, I thought that was what was it, Jinxie. But just more like modified, or maybe his brother. Dude, I swear, does he not look like Jinxie?
No.
Am I tripping?
He looks like Jinxie.
Dude, I swear he looks like Jinxie. I thought it was Jinxie. I thought it was like maybe he had like a little like a role playing or bullshit, or I thought it was like his cousin or sibling or something like that. That it was like, oh wow, that's Jinxie. But then I was like, sketch. And then I actually started looking into it. I was like, oh shit, this dude is funny as fuck.
They've been doing stuff together, but no, I don't think he looks like Jinxie.
That's crazy.
Did you have your glasses on?
Yeah, I had my glasses on. Yeah, dude. But, yeah, that dude's hilarious as fuck. But I thought he was Jinxie. I'm not even kidding. But it's kind of crazy, though, to see someone just, like, out of nowhere, and then they start,
popping
off, making revenue off of, like, Twitch and everything.
I wonder how long it took him to blow up.
How long do you think it took him?
No fucking clue, because it's like, of course he didn't just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he didn't just pop up out of nowhere, but it makes you question, like, because before, like, a couple months ago, I had never seen him before, and then he just kept popping up on TikTok, like, consistently. Every time I opened it, and I wasn't even, like, following, he just popped up consistently. Then I did start actually watching him. I'm like, oh, this dude is funny as fuck. Because at first I thought it was just like a one-off,
Yeah.
But his character is really funny. But speaking of creeps and shit, he actually got like, usually it's the guy in the story being a creep. Recently I seen in a video, she wasn't being a creep, she was just being like very touchy and over the top, I guess.
Mm.
And him being his character, he was like trolling it and being like, it was satire basically. He wasn't paying her that much mind, but the girl was like all over him and shit. But it's kind of crazy what that thing clout could make you do.
Right.
Unless it was just like one of those sketches. Doo-doo-ch.
It could be a sketch because sometimes they, what's the word? Setting things up, doing this, doing that, all that bullshit and everything. But yeah, man. What do you do? Actually, I have a better question. When do you start the timer of like how long it took you to pop off? Especially in like the gaming and the streaming world, because like, for example, like I would play a game and all that stuff. Do I start my timer then, or do I start my you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro, because I guess it's when you start. You give like what? Only because I mean, look, we're doing it now with the podcast.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah,
I have a YouTube channel with Muhammad. I'm trying to do my own thing on top of it, just like in your personal life where it doesn't get documented in like whatever recorded. You doing your own thing too, like with stocks and shit. So it's kind of like, I guess that's when you start the timer because it could happen at any time.
True.
Like you could be an overnight sensation, or it could take you fucking months to years to just like really gain some notoriety or pop off.
Not only that too, but it's like I feel like the overnight success, like if you really look into it, it never
lasts, no, because overnight. It's just like most of the time, if it is overnight, of course it's like an exaggeration of it, but it's like if it's overnight, most people aren't prepared for that type of stuff. Like they get fame right away or money right away, and they don't know what to do with it, so then they kind of crash and burn. It's
a lot of lottery winners, you know.
But I just feel like what was I gonna say? With popping off, yeah, it's like I kind of don't. I see sometimes, like for example, if people are like talking about rap and shit, if somebody wants to be a rapper, and some people are like, "Oh, I feel like when you turn this age and you haven't blown up, it's time to like call it quits." I get it, and at the same time, I don't, because it's like I feel like, yeah, if you're not getting any progress from it, you're not getting any like sort of success to even minor things or a fan base, whatever it is, and you've been going at it for years, it's like the equivalent almost of, yeah, you're good at this shit maybe even, or bad at it, but you're just sitting in your room working on it and it's never going to see the outside world. It's like that. If you're not going to do anything, yeah, I do think call it quits, because then you're just fucking yourself over and wasting your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. It's like if you're going to apply effort, you apply effort with like intentions.
Yeah, exactly. Execution.
And not only just do it very linear, do it very like dynamic. Go over here, send it over here. Maybe you're like, for example, like when as a trader, there's different ways of trading. It's just not just clicking a button and buying and selling. It's like maybe you buy it and you wait for a long time. Maybe doesn't work for you. Maybe what works for you is buying and selling it right then and there, or maybe long term. It's not, like I said, it's not linear everything. I think you have to be very dynamic and just apply it with intentions.
Yeah.
And not only that too, but you have to have some sort of small delusion of like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna work out, or else at the end of the day, no one's really gonna believe in you.
I'll touch on that.
If they do, it's like hopeful. It's like for as you gotta be like, no, it's gonna happen, type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I want to touch on what you just said, but also want to like talk about how the side of it, what I don't like it is it's like you asked, when do you start the timer, and when is it qualified that you popped off? And I feel like people quit. Sometimes they quit too soon. Where a lot of the times they don't tell you when you're growing up or whatever it is you're working on, even as an adult, that it's not just going to be easy. They say you could do anything, you could do this, you could follow your dreams, chase your dreams.
Yeah.
But they don't tell them how difficult it's going to be, or they don't give you a booklet. So it's just like, one, be aware that you're gonna have to make sacrifices, like we talked about on this podcast, even before, like on the first podcast. I'm pretty sure a lot of the shit comes with sacrifices. It comes with stress. It comes with a lot of time. To then leading into my point where I don't like when people say you should just quit or whatever, because like we said, you don't know when you could pop off. And let's say you're not the biggest at the time. Sometimes that's why the saying is a diamond in the rough. Like, you got that shit is like buried deeper sometimes than others. Like, sometimes it's at the surface, and success is at the surface, or it's like it's just you haven't been noticed yet. Like, there's how many rappers or anything, like artists
they've been rapping for a while, just for shits and giggles, and then all of a sudden now they're just popping off.
People who do fucking acting. There's people who do even their own small business, and it's like maybe you're just not getting the notoriety. But that's where it comes in. You have to kind of like
not
be
only
in the right place at the right time, but execute.
Yeah, not only that, but I also read a book called Atomic Habits where it pretty much says that if you focus on the failure, that's all you're going to see.
Yeah.
But if you at least give yourself every single day 1%, you're going to get at 100% eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you see that the increments of improvements, that's why, journaling, taking data, being a numbers person, even if it's, you don't like numbers, a little bit of numbers to see how you improve overall, not just like day by day, but overall. It kind of helps you build confidence, keep you motivated, and keep going.
Yeah, because it's like you can never. I don't feel like you could ever really be at 100% of knowing or being good at it, because it's like things change over time. Like just how technology and all this shit works, where it's like you might be at the top of your game right now, but let's say like 10, 15 years later, we get some new technological.
Yeah, you're probably at the end.
And you have to incorporate that now into whatever you're working on. But back to what you were saying about like delusion, it's kind of hard because some of it has to be delusion, I guess.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's almost like a confidence thing. You have to hold into yourself a firmness of just belief, like you said, that you have to keep running with, because if you don't believe it, who the fuck is gonna believe you? People can see through facades a lot of the times, and if you're like, just put it like those cringy. I hate to be that guy, but like I don't hate to be this guy. These motherfuckers that are cringy as fuck on YouTube or whatever it is. Shit, we could be the cringy ones too, but it's still like.
Well, I'd say we're still improving.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess when I say it comes to us being cringy, if we were putting on a big ass act, like we might not have all this shit together right now and to the top tier that we wanted, but at least we're not putting on a fucking act about who we really are, or like really adding that much fluff to our opinion and character.
You know, she trend the fake flexing, where they go on, they show off this, but it's actually a rental. They do this, but it's all
like,
fake.
Exactly.
It's like all
or just being like YouTubers, like kind of energy sometimes, where it's like, whoa,
bro, I hate that.
Welcome to fucking you. Let's get it's swinging on somebody. Like it's like shit like that, like. And we're gonna get better as time goes on, but
I think so let me ask you this. In your definition of getting better in, let's say, content world, do you think it's getting better as in, for me, it's like, what's your definition of getting better? Like,
improving on your craft.
Okay.
Like,
well, like, is it like,
for getting better, it's like, say you're working on something, you should always, even if you somewhat master or get really good at something, you should always keep that part of you where it's like you're looking at it as a student of the game, because it's like I said, even as much as you might have to incorporate different type of technologies or different type of methods, there's always going to be somebody who's trying to look to be the next whatever it is, the next Elon Musk, the next fucking teacher, doctor, NBA player, whatever it is. So you got somebody on your ass just as much as it is like you having to be on your own shit, that they're creeping up on you, or they're like, you might have to learn something from the new ages and shit. Like,
that is true.
It's always like old heads or whoever has the opinion of these things, they think they know it all or whatever it is. Just as much as the younger kids can learn from the older kids or the OGs and just the people above them, it works in like a vice versa kind of way, where it's like these newer kids or younger adults are finding new ways to get rich or whatever it is, or new ways of success that you might just have to pay attention to. So I feel like when you're getting better, like the question you asked me, what do you think it is getting better? It's like no matter what, always try to improve.
True.
Always try to improve whether you have a business or maybe it's like your social skills during that or just honing your craft more. I feel like once you don't start to do that, you get comfortable, and then that's when all that shit happens.
I started to discover. I just started to discover that being comfortable, like it's a killer of everything.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, right, I've noticed it. This is how I've noticed it in my point of view. When I would, because I work in Amazon, I work 3 days, and then the rest I would not work. I'd be chilling, and I wouldn't. My trading would not be as consistent. It would just. It doesn't look. The data wasn't there. It was just I wasn't disciplined enough to wake up early in the morning. My discipline wasn't there. This, that, and the other. But then when I started working every single day, where I had to be disciplined enough to get up, go early in the morning, do this, do that. Then all of a sudden, I started to see my trades being not good, but consistent, which is like probably the best thing you can get in trading, is being consistent. And pretty much what I'm trying to say is like, I was trying to stay away from comfortability and try to stay with like the uncomfortable, doing something, staying disciplined, being what they like to call uncomfortable a little bit. And you know what? That it's slowly but surely working in my favor because it's helping me build the skill of discipline, which is probably the most important thing, at least for me, that I want to develop. And I feel like with that, I can accomplish pretty much anything.
Yeah. Because there's going to be a lot of shit that's uncomfortable overall in life. Pretty much, yeah. But
like Kanye West said, name one genius that ain't crazy, Mr. Nick. Anyway. Let's see what else we have. We have a little booklet, by the way, that we have a bunch of topics that I keep looking at, just to keep it entertaining and stuff. So, don't mind me looking down. I'm not looking at my phone, all right? So relax.
I'm fucking pressing, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, but if you were, okay, let's say, for example, we do the podcast and you start making income from it, or your YouTube, or your thing you decide, what sort of thing do you want to, okay, let's say you have that, you're doing great at that. What do you want to use that to get better at something else? Or do you want to just stay in that area? For example, like, if we were to get good at the podcast, which we will, and we start making income, what I wanted to do is just take that money and get good at, like, business-wise, like, investing and all that stuff. I feel like I would get more connection because of, like, how much outreach I'll have. Like, I would want to do business-related stuff. Where would you want to go? Maybe like the music industry, maybe the fashion?
I feel like even before, like, to really start from the top origin of what you're asking me, I feel like I would first just put it back into whatever I'm working on. Whatever income I'm getting from, let's say, for example, if I made income off me and Muhammad's YouTube channel, I'd put it back into that channel first. If we made income off this podcast, put it back into this podcast first.
Look, don't continue.
What the fuck was that?
You got 30 seconds.
Oh, I would put it back from this income from this. I'd put it back in the podcast, and then along the lines venture into other shit to do with it, and just like more avenues, more doors to open and shit like that.
I mean, Well, Nick, that pretty much wraps up episode number 3. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good. I feel like it's always going to be a thing. We're trying to get better.
Well, you heard it here, folks.